Hey, it's Ranger 374 coming to you from the Bass Cave. Got a little different unboxing today. It's going to be a vintage tackle box that I believe to have been sealed for about 40 plus years, I'm guessing. Guessing ain't seen light since maybe early 80s, something like that. It was my pop's tackle box from when I was just a little kid. I remember it. I was like 6, 7 years old, just because of two markings on it that I remembered as soon as I seen the box. I got a total of 4 of them, two larger ones and 2 smaller ones, but the one in particular is the one I remember when I was a kid. The other ones I don't really remember. But I wish I would have got a before and after of when I acquired these boxes. Not going to go through the story of how I'm getting my pop's old tackle, and I got his 76 Skeeter sitting out in the backyard, and we were estranged, and it's not worth getting into. But anyhow, I'm collecting it little by little, and I'm just trying to show you a little bit as we go. This box in particular is one I remember when I was a kid. But anyhow, it was pretty dirty, pretty nasty. One of them I saved and just left it so I could show you the difference of what they showed up like versus what I cleared up, cleaned up on it. But anyhow, just one of the things that I took out, and it was missing a little paint, so it's a fisher, not a collector, and it was put some new hooks on it. It's a vintage Heddon Prowler, and I assume they were dying somehow flutter bait. It's got eyes on it this way and that way, but this one wasn't in the best shape, but I had to touch it up a little bit, and I'm gonna give it a shot. I had read about these through my uncle's journal, who I was close to. My Uncle Larry, he was my buddy, and I have his original Bass Logs book from the 70s. And there's a whole bunch of good info in there. This is one page that was tore out, but this was like a summary from 72. And it's like 130 bass that season, 32 trips. His average was four bass per trip. 32 trips is quite a few trips in a season. I'll have to give him that one. I don't know if I've had 32 in a good season for myself, but he was the one who was sponsored by Mans and not me. So like I said, that was his original book. There's a tag in there that shows my personal PB on the date he wrote it up. It was from a local pond around here, so I'm gonna put that up. But anyhow, getting back to the box, I cleaned it up. I cleaned 40 plus years of crud off a lot of lures and saved what I could, and I'll show you what I got. But there was a bunch of these in there, like I said, a bunch of colors. The Heddon Prowler, they must have really liked the Heddon Prowler, because there's a good half dozen of them in there. But anyhow, I'm going to show you what we got after I cleaned it up. I have a bunch of other stuff I might have to add to this box because it's not completely full, but I have plenty that I can add to it. You ever seen the Bagley's box that I got originally? It's got to have 100 all brass Bagleys in it from, I'm guessing, the 70s, and they were in perfect condition. If you want to see them, I can do another video or put some pictures on to show them, but it was pretty much a rare find for me. Pristine Bagleys, no boxes, only a couple boxes. I got a few in boxes, not many, but the rest of them pristine, unfished, all brass Bagleys. But anyhow, we'll get back to the box we're talking about, and I have that down in Bass Cave too. So we'll be heading down there. So I hope everybody's doing good, catching some fish. It's a little hot, it's July, but you know, oh well, we got to deal with it. But anyway, till we talk next time, let's go down and look some tackle. Ranger 374, and let's go. Here's two of the boxes that I got from Pop. One of them's cleaned. The one on the right, obviously, is the clean one, and one here on the left is how bad the other one looked when I got both of them. So, not quite sure about this one. It's got a bass sticker on it and some other decal on it, but it didn't have much in it. It had some junk. I haven't cleaned it up. I just clean it up and save it for later. But this is the box I remember. I taped out Pop's name. It seems everyone used to stencil their name on everything back in the 70s, I assume. So I just stenciled out his name. But this for sure, the green thumb, is the thing I remembered from being a kid. That decal's been on there since the 70s. So that was the first thing. Let me move this box out of the way. And the other thing, my dad could draw pretty good in paint, so I remember the hand painted bass on the side of the tackle box. So those were the two dead giveaways that this was, you know, the OG box. But it cleaned up pretty good. It's not bad. Not sure I'm pretty sure it's a Plano, so not sure what the number is though. But anyhow, everything's cleaned up in it. Move it over, get a little more light, and we'll see what's in this boy. Give you an idea what he used to have in the 70s. I'm sure this box wasn't completely full, so I'm sure he took some things out and put them in another box, but this is what was left in it. I took out some plastics. Let's see, overall that's what's left and cleaned up, but a lot of decent stuff. Looks like I got some wooden jointed jitterbugs in here, cleaned up. This is, you know, they're a little bit dull and faded, but they cleaned up pretty good. This black didn't clean. There's a black one. Doesn't look like it didn't clean up too good, but all wood jointed jitterbugs. And there was a big pop bar in here. It's pretty cool. Purple back. I don't see many of them around no more, but cool bait. Original. I had a couple these are plastic, but these are cotton Cordell Big O's, and there's a couple more in the bottom, but they were in the case, so I didn't have to clean them up much. It's pretty cool. Like I said, they're the plastic ones. There's another one. See if I can get it open. Oh well. Anyway, can't open it with one hand, but it's like a green one. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I don't know what these were. They gotta be, they're Arbogast. It's the Arbogast or whatever that is. There's 3 of them. They cleaned up pretty good. Got metal lip, definitely old. Like I said, there's 3 of them here. I'll just, you know, bought guess one of each size. A little guy over there. Pretty cool. And guess this is one of them crazy walking baits. Crazy crawlers. A lot of cool stuff, but time played its toll on some of this. There's some other baits. I have no idea what that thing is, but this thing, ain't sure what this one is. Got me, looks like a riser bait, but It's back in the 70s. So anyhow, like I said, there was some stuff in the bottom, some big O's. There's the bigger version of that other one that was in there. Just a lot of big O's. They're all plastic though. You can see that one. Pretty cool perch colored one. There's some kind of Zebco worm decal in, or thing in here. It's a Zebco worm rod. Don't know what that is, but anyhow, these out of the way before they fall. Just trying to go through these quick. There's two of these in there. They're definitely Rapalas, definitely wood. Some big ones, some deep divers it looks like. They're in a cotton Cordell case, so don't quite get that one, but another one there. And we get over here. There's a whole bunch of these, whichever they were. I guess they're bombers. Some of them are in pretty good shape. Some of them definitely were used. One thing about old lures, they don't sit well in tackle boxes. These non-split ringed things, they just they don't lay too good. And there's a couple more. It's black ones, Coach Dog, white and red. I'm not sure if they're bombers or Heddon. Maybe somebody leave me a comment, but these ones I think are definitely bombers. Got the metal lip on them. Really cool. Not something I'd be throwing now, but you know, back then, guess they did. Bunch of other ones. Yeah, some are definitely fish because the lips are well used on them. That's a pretty cool looking one. So I don't know if they're bomber or Heddon. One of the two. Anyhow, get through this. Got a bunch of these little metal lip diving baits. These I'm pretty sure Heddon Lucky 13s, I think. I think these are Lucky 13s. Pretty cool colors. Got a bunch of them. These are all the same thing. Perch colors. This one I thought was really cool. I thought that was a cool color there. That's a Lucky 13. It's pretty wild. Pretty wild looking. So a bunch of those. Looks like a midget river runt. I think that's what's got on the bottom. Bunch of them. Another white and red one. Pretty cool. It's a little spin bait. Man, it's like really tiny. It's cool looking though. A little bit of paint missing on the side, but little double prop bait. Thing's really cool. And it's more of the same. I don't know. It's the same as one of them other ones over there. And you know, everybody had to have a hole popper back in the 70s. That was a big deal. Then I told you about these. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 of these prowlers in 2 different sizes. I showed you the one I took out and redid. It's the same as this one here. It's crazy looking baits. All different kinds of colors in these. Some of them are really... Here's a smaller size one. This one's a really cool color though. It's like blue. Some blue in it. Blue to a black. Really cool. There's a bigger one of those. 2 more big ones of that. This is a really big one. These things are pretty cool though. I'm going to try that other one out that I got. But cool baits, man. I did take some plastics out of the bottom because they weren't worth nothing. They were pretty much dried out, which plastics usually don't dry out, so that tells you it was around a long time. This one looks like a smallmouth, this prowler. Really cool. Like brown colored. Cool, man. Got two of them. That's about it for hard baits. I mean, overall, like I said, it was only like 3/4 full, so I'm sure. And I have some other stuff that I'm gonna fill the rest of these little drawers up with. I have a lot of mans that I got from him, so and bomber. So I'll fill up the rest of this tray to make it complete, and do that. But like I said, I've got a whole box of Bagley stuff, which was crazy. So I could show you that if you wanted to see it. There's got to be 100 Bagleys. They're all brass. So anyway, that's Pop's tackle box. I call it a time capsule from the 70s, because if you look at that really old one over here, boy, they collected some dust in the basement. Anyway, it's Ranger 374. Tell me what you think about these old lures. You know, I'm not going to fish them, but except for that one prowler. But tell me what you think. I hope everybody's safe out there and catching some fish. So, till then, Ranger 374. I'm out.